Basketball Wives show.
Yes.
And this past May, you were arrested for stabbing your husband. If you don't mind me asking, how did this come about, Aries? Stabbing your husband?
Oh, Lord.
What was it, a butcher knife or a regular stick knife?
Supposedly it was box cutters.
Oh, my
Yeah,
Lord.
box cutter.
First of all, who stabs somebody with a box cutter?
Now,
you cut with a
Learn
You
from Al
cut,
Qaeda.
exactly. I mean, you have to like stab and
Yeah,
turn or something to
you
do
have
some
to
damage.
torque
You
and
can't-
turn. Not that I know.
You
but
split blunts with a box.
Yeah.
Oh
an
my
open
God.
Christmas present.
I did not stab. Oh boy.
You attempted you didn't stab him, or did you attempt to stab him?
I did not even attempt. If I attempt to stab somebody, I'm gonna stab them.
Especially
So-
my boy all the way from Flint.
Right? Yeah.
So why did they come up with this?
He's.
She tried to be so tactful.
I'm trying.
I understand.
Such a lady. Such a
Jesus, help me
lady.
right now.
Whoa,
I need the Lord. I need the Lord.
Come on in the room, Jesus.
That's my boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember at Michigan State, man, when I saw him, and
Charlie
he was
Bell.
telling me about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was
Yeah.
like back in the day,
Yeah.
and now we up to date, and then the rumors come out.
I know, right?
So that makes you a superstar.
It does.
So what, was it just lack of communication, or he wasn't listening to you, or?
She didn't stab him. She said she didn't stab
Well,
him.
what
stab
happened?
the
How
damn
come you were
man.
arrested then and had to post a $5,000 bail?
It's a very, very long story, but
Oh, I see.
It's just married.
Well, does it come out on
I
the
would-
show? Does it come out on the show?
we actually on the show I talk about my life and
Okay,
everything.
okay.
That's
so,
how it's supposed to be. Y'all marriage is y'all marriage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever
Is-
you go through, I understand it.
Is he part of the show? Are we going to see Charlie at all?
No, he's
No.
not.
Come on, man.
So you left him quiet
Season
and
just
silent.
started back up. Christmas, he got his mind on that season, right?
Does he have a
I
job?
don't know what he has his mind on right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's like that.
Uh-oh.
So you guys are technically still married right now.
Yeah.
Are
Yes,
you
that
going to
is
get
true.
divorced? It doesn't sound like things are going too great.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to get this,
Yeah.
had to get this
So,
Aries to open
so
up
how
right
old,
here this
how
morning.
old is the children?
7 and 9 years old.
7 and 9 years old. Now you got a girl and a boy,
A
boy.
girl and a boy.
Wow, so you already got your hands full.
I do.
Full
yeah.
custody?
We're working on that.
Yeah.
So with all this other stuff, just push that to the side. What is it that you want to focus on besides the Basketball Wives show? You writing a book or?
Yeah, I mean, mostly
Movies.
right now,
Music.
my music.
Okay.
I'm finishing my album. It should be finished in January, and we're going to have the single Fly out and hopefully getting radio play. And then we're going to put the album out in April. So April 2nd on my birthday is when we're going to put the album out. We're going to have a album release party in Miami. So we got a lot of stuff. I'm going to do a performance. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen.
Well, you know what? It would be nice if they used your song as the soundtrack for a few episodes of the show. I'm just putting that into the
Nah, you
universe.
shouldn't even get your song with them crazy wenches. Yeah, your song
You said
separate
it's
for that.
healing. Maybe it'll heal
Yeah,
them.
but ain't gonna heal them demonic wenches. You need your song to be up there where, like, recording artists are, putting their songs at, like, the way you can separate the music from everything that's gonna go on the show, because you don't want to be just keep on tying you to basketball, white basketball. You want to be on your own.
Right, but to be honest though, so far the girls they're great. I mean, I'm keeping
Yeah, that's
it real.
nice. That's always at the
It
beginning
always
like
starts
that.
out like that. It was great. I see you said that, and I was like, oh boy, she said, oh, the girls are great.
Right,
But
right.
it seems like when the ladies talk just a little bit too much. And I don't know if it's a woman thing, because I sit back and watch that. Yeah, I sit back and watch it. It's like, don't y'all see what you're doing? You're
what?
saying too much.
I think what happens is when you go and you start talking about behind somebody's back,
Right.
that's when the problems occur. And my thing is, if you got something to say it to me in my face. And because if you say it behind somebody's back and then they come back and tell you, it's going to be different than what you said. And it's going to look like you being messy or, dirty. So, I mean, that's been my premise, too. It's like, if you got something to say it to me. And if you got the balls to say it to me, and if I repeat it or whatever, don't be mad.
Balls so hard.
So when does the season officially start?
It starts in February.
Okay,
Around
the
my
month
birthday.
of love, Black History Month, and the month of love. That's a nice
Right.
mixture.
Hopefully, there's a lot of love going on the show.
Now tell me, are you working
Probably
on
not, though.
a whole album, and are you gonna have some hip hop on it to mix it up a little bit? 'Cause I
Yes.
know your flavor. You from Detroit.
I am, yes, and it's R&B pop, and there is like a hip hop song on there. And my rapper is actually from the FLI. His name is Cassius the Gerber Boy, and he's on a couple of my songs. So there is some rap in there too.
All right, we're gonna have
All
to
right.
take you over
So
some
gotta see
Detroit
you spit some
MCs
skills
out
on
there.
the show.
Right. Yeah, I know, right? I got it.
We
I
gotta
know.
get you some
I
Detroit
won't raise the
flavor.
5'9" or somebody.
There
on my
you go.
show.
There you go.
Yeah.
Speaking it to the universe. Put it in
Put
the
it in the
universe.
universe.
That's right.
It's a married man.
I think it'll work out, but what do you tell like a lot of ladies who've gotten a bad taste in their mouth from watching the show in the past? How can you get them to watch it again since you're going to be on there?
Well, first of all, I'm representing Detroit, so I expect and hope that in the entire Midwest, actually, I think I'm the only basketball wife that's from the Midwest on either show. So hopefully all of my Detroiters and Midwesterners will be Team Kenya. And I bring a different element to the show. I was married to somebody that was broke when I got with him, so you can't call me a gold digger, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then I'm educated. I have a bachelor's in engineering and a master's in business.
So you are a factor.
I am
It's not
a
like you're a
factor. Yes,
factor.
I'm a factor. And, I think in any situation in life, when you bring a lot of women together and they're all in each other's business, you're going to have drama. So, I mean, what you see is reality. I mean, anybody you put them in a room with a bunch of girls and y'all hanging around each other all the time and y'all getting to know each other, you're going to have drama.
Is that why
And
you
that's
don't bring
real life.
your man around them? Because that's another mistake too. A lot of ladies will bring their men around, and then bad things end up happening.
No, I mean, I really don't care. Like, if dude wants to do whatever he wants to do with whatever girls he wants to do with.
So that's not her man no
That's
more.
him.
They may be married on paper, but can't you hear? That's not
I hear. Jay's just saying what he want to say.
I gotta ask the questions. You know what I'm saying?
So and I've always been like that. Like, what God has for me is for me. So if you're a man and you don't appreciate what you have or whatever, and you lose it, hey, that's on you.
Right.
So if I bring you around another woman and you disrespect me, then hey, it's your loss. I'm not about to fight a chick for you. That's crazy.
That sounds like
There
a
you
real
go.
Detroit woman right there.
Crazy.
There you go. I can't wait to see it. Come February.
I'm excited because I watched this season now. And what's the woman I just asked you about? Doug Christie White.
Jackie.
I want to whoop her with a belt. Because first of all, no, listen now. This woman is on 40th Street. She ain't thudded nothing, never again, and not in this life. And she just instigates stuff, and then she come in the world of psychology.
she just
Women
a
that
little
do that,
off-balance.
women that act like something wrong with their
Little
kids, then they
Jezebel,
save
that's all.
them. That's called Munchausen disorder. Grown women that do that, they that's an ass whooping disorder.
She's got a little Jezebel.
No,
spirit in her,
no.
that's all.
You mad with the girl that was dancing, like you want to run the club and snatch her off a pole and throw holy water and
But I
bless
mean,
her
come on,
all
like, we know everything on that show. A lot of time they tell you to exploit it. So a lot of these women on that show, they being taught how to be doing what they doing. I mean, like, some of them, I ain't heard none of them do none of that stuff until they got on the show. You ain't know if they was a basketball wife or a bimbo they just met.
But they didn't handle a lot of them, aside from who they were with, didn't bring any history of themselves. They didn't have an identity. Some of those women don't have no identity other than being married or being in a relationship. First of all, 94% of them ain't no wife.
Right.
They a wifey,
Jump
but
off.
they ain't no wife.
Jump off.
And how you gonna redefine what a wife is? That's number one.
Jump off.
Yeah, I think you about the first wife I met.
Official.
I mean, a real wife like dun 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 dun. It ain't been a lot of them. We gonna be
That's true,
honest.
that is
But
true.
tell me this, like, far as your music career, do you see yourself maybe doing a song with one of the other basketball wives and stuff? You know, to sit there and make it like
They
kind
can't
of.
sing.
I know. That's what I'm
think Jackie
saying.
tried
Show
years
them
ago.
up.
No,
Show
I mean,
them up.
as far as I know, they can't sing. I mean, everybody I think has that. Well, some of them have their own thing. Like Evelyn has her shoe store, and Tammy's got her weave line now, and Shawnee's got Chinese laundry. So they have their own thing going on. And I think the good thing about the show as women is, I think Coco's right. You do lose your identity when you're married to these guys, and I think the show is helping some of these women find their identity again or find
Finding
themselves
themselves.
again.
But
Yeah,
they
exactly.
lost it trying to marry them dudes. You know, see, the one thing you said was you got with your husband when he was broke.
Right.
These women looked
That's the
for
difference.
status to have status.
When was he broke? In college or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after college, I mean, he didn't get drafted.
Right.
And he
Oh,
ended
okay.
up, I mean, we lived in his mama's attic.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Well, you know, Alex is
grinding
nice
time.
though.
Yeah.
They got them
They be too hot in the summer though.
Like Mike Bonner said, the attic stank.
They cool in the wintertime. You ain't got to, use a lot of air. But in the summertime, it's like you sleeping in the
But
trunk.
when he got his paper up, did he appreciate you?
Well,
That's another story.
That's a whole nother
Well, we
story.
can't wait for the book to come out.
Right.
That's why he got stabbed.
And the Tyler Perry could do the movie.
Yes, Tyler Perry can do the movie. It's a good movie,
We could
too.
do the, yep, Tyler Perry could do the
It's good.
movie.
And y'all give it up for a Kenyan battle this morning. Basketball live. Look forward to seeing you
A
on the
real one
screen.
with a wedding and everything.
You just keep it real and stuff like that. Now if you have a situation where it's like coincides with what we're talking about, I'm like, now we asked it was this going to
If you have
happen.
a situation